With COVID-19, I think it's been all doom and gloom, but that doesn't mean that we still have some happy stories happening around us. Kenyans and how creative and how innovative we are. Whenever this pandemic comes, we have ways of spinning them into being profitable for us and into being things that at the end of the day put smiles on our faces. So I did this story titled COVID-19 Blessings in Disguise. It's about this lady whose business was doing terribly pre-COVID-19 season. Then when COVID happened and people were asked to stay at home, she chose now to do something that suits the new lifestyle, the new normal. And so she's been doing deliveries, and to her business has been booming at a time when many people have been laid off at their respective companies. Mumbi, you can introduce the story.
Thank you, Mudoka. Let's take that story. Now, with the COVID-19 pandemic tearing into the economy and destroying livelihoods, Kenyans have been forced to adapt in a bid to stay afloat. Now, the adaptation has seen some come up with innovative ways of making money. And as David Mudoka reports, the COVID-19 season appears to be a bittersweet affair for some whose businesses are booming at a time when the country's economy continues to suffer.
The COVID-19 pandemic has seen Kenyans by their hundreds of thousands lose their jobs. Companies have shut down, taking the country's economy to its knees. But that has not deterred Kenyans from being innovative, with many coming up with unique ways of making money. And for one Rachel Wambui, the COVID-19 season, ironically, has been a blessing in disguise, having seen her business blossom tremendously over the past few months. We meet her working from home, as has been the norm for the past few months. She narrates how a decline in her baby clothes business 2 years ago prompted her to think afresh in her bid to switch to a business that would redeem her to entrepreneurship. And with COVID-19 setting in thick and fast in mid-March, many people began adopting the working from home system. Home deliveries began gaining popularity, a business opportunity that Rachel Wambui welcomed with open arms.
Things were not moving very well. You get the shop is stuffed up, you try marketing, nothing is coming through. So instead of being sorry, I decided, there are so importation groups of household items, bed sheets. I decided to start posting them on my status for WhatsApp first before I could decide I really want to venture into it. Hello? Yes?
Time to time, we had to pause our interview whenever a client will call.
I would have to source out for you and then I'll let you know.
This has prompted us to want to know how our day-to-day business is like at the moment.
My normal day starts at around 5:30. Basically, I start posting on my WhatsApp status. I go to Instagram and finally Facebook. Facebook is like my biggest platform for now. Once a client places their order, I ask them if they're within Nairobi, if they're outside Nairobi, so that we can agree on terms. Because within, like for it, when it comes to deliveries, within Nairobi CBD, we do totally free deliveries. But if it's in Westlands, Syokimau, or anywhere within Nairobi, because you're sending someone or you take them yourself, there's transportation cost.
But how does she manage to stay afloat in a business saturated with all manner of marketers, a business whose reputation is dwindling primarily because of the increasing numbers of cons online?
Online, you have to be an aggressive marketer. It doesn't matter if I post 10 items and nobody is liking, nobody is inquiring. Just keep posting, because that is what will make, funny enough, people in Nairobi especially, when they don't have money, they just take screenshots of the items. Once they are ready, that's when they contact you.
Wambui reveals that she earns approximately 3,000 shillings a day, a significant increase she attributes to her eye, mind and soul for business.
As an entrepreneur, you have to be creative. You don't want to lose that sale, and you want to satisfy your client so that they can come back the next. Like a client needed a plastic wardrobe for her child outfits and toys. He wanted a Spider-Man cartoon themed. That morning I sold the last piece. So when I was already giving up, an idea came to my mind. Rachel, you're selling stickers. Why don't you sell to him a plain wardrobe whereby he can stick those stickers on the doors of the wardrobe? Let me show you how it ended up. So when I gave him the idea, he loved it. So he told me, if it's going to work, just deliver.
She, however, says it has not been a walk in the park. The ups and downs in her new business have been crucial learning lessons. To her, there is no turning back now.
I'm now confident this is what I want to venture in.
David Muthoka, TV47.
Well, sometimes life appears to be taking us into directions that we never imagine ourselves going, but they turn out to be the best roads that we take. Zainab,
yeah,
she's making this money while almost everybody is complaining. I mean, it's fascinating to know.
There's a quote I read somewhere that don't be afraid to try a new chapter, you might just like it. And I think that's the reality of the woman in the story. And it's so impressive because a lot of people give up very easily, and many people are right now complaining that things are bad. Some people are saying that, you know, there's no money, COVID-19 has done this and that and that. But this woman is actually doing something about it, and I like that. I mean, that kind of energy is my kind of energy.
She was telling me that not everyone is cut out for business. Mombi,
yeah, it's really
that's
true.
Resilience.
Yes, but it's about, you know, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade out of the lemons. And it's really inspiring because she's mentioned some of the avenues that she uses: social media, you know, Instagram, Facebook, some of the social media platforms that she uses. So it's also about being innovative. Okay, this is not working. Having a shop somewhere is not working. Now what do I do? You just don't give up. It's about being flexible. So it's really, really, really it's inspiring.
Like, you're not a tree. If you don't like where you are, move. You know, do something about it.
Exactly.
It's not saying, oh, you know, I don't like this. No. You just do something about. At least fail while you're doing something about it.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah. Muthoka, thank you so much for that report. Really, really inspiring. Let's